squaring off in this one. Richard, this is a game that's been on the radar for a long time.
Yeah, there's only a few regular season games that people actually look forward to, but this one, it gives us a good gauge of where the best teams are. A preview of how they could approach a potential playoff battle down.
Oh, well said. Yeah, a peek to what could be a matchup in the playoffs. Absolutely. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the fourth guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now here's Morant. He's off from 17 feet.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Bridges inside. Brooks covering. Booker with no one around. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Booker's got 6.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Booker in the post. Guarded by Bane. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Will it go? And it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bridges for 3. And the Suns get it back. Booker dishes to Paul. Back to Booker. Three-pointer. That shot off. And it's Memphis the other way. It's Morant with the drop. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And Adams sends it back. Morant left side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now here's Morant with the drive. And they get it back. Here's Adams. Pass to Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Johnson outside. Kicks it out to Booker. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. And then Morant slams it in.
Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Some solid D from Paul. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
This is what makes Booker such a dangerous scorer. He has the ability to convert through physical defense.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant kicks to Jackson. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Passes it to Adams. All sorts of time. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Here's Booker. And a dunk by Booker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disruptive.
Morant drives in. Out to Brooks. Fires for three. Here's Adams. Goes up again. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
With three, Booker. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Defense. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Phoenix leading by 12. Over in the corner, Paul. Up again. And Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Ayton. The Suns shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Oh,
yes! With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles. Difficult. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Adams outside. And again, Memphis no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Johnson for 3. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 15. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it can feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson finds Paul. On the wing, Bridges. A great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Feeds it to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Here's Booker. There's the pass to Ayton. Paul outside. The feed to Booker. Puts the move on. And he sinks the layup. Booker's got 21.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Morant. Driving inside. And finished off by Morant.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Suns leading by 14. Here's Booker. Dunked by Booker.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
And stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Bridges. Here's Johnson. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Over Johnson. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks.
You won't see Jackson take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he is certainly capable from there.
No good from Booker. And so it's Devin Booker making highlight. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Johnson with a screen on Bain. A nice shot by Booker.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Here's Morant on the wing. Bain deflects the pass. Oh, Ayton in position. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Morant against Paul. Morant kicks to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Adams. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Adams has got 6 points.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Bridges against Brooks. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Offensive rebound, and Ayton stays with it.
And this is why you got to put a body on Ayton. When you don't, he torches you with the putback.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Memphis, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a jungle gym out there.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
When Devin Booker steps on the court, you almost expect 30 or 40-point nights. Booker is that talented.
Screen by Adams. Here's Morant. And that one drops for him. Morant's got 22 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Now here's Morant. 22 points for him. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And a deep three from Booker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And then Morant slams it in.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Johnson from outside. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Adams with the screen on Johnson. That shot, no good.
Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Morant outside. Jacks up a 3. And finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And here's Booker. He's got 27. But Trey hits the 3-point bomb. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances.
On the wing, Bridges. Back to Booker. There's the triple. Kept alive. And Ayton stays with it. And the Suns lead by 14.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. All around, it's hard to point. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Bridges finds Booker. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson looking around. Payne passes to Adams. Johnson against Jackson. Over Johnson. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Jackson.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Bridges, no one around him. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And the rejection by Jackson. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. He feeds it to Brooks. And stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. Now defended by Adams. Stolen by Brooks. It's Morant with the drive. Bucket is good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis. That's good from Morant. And it's the Suns with the ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. For 3, Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Booker.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Morant. Payne covering. And finish back by Morant.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Booker, no good.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Morant. And Morant throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is a
That's
what I'm talking about.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could so want.
That's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The putback. That shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Booker. Count it.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Morant.
Oh, my goodness, man. Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
And he drives in.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
He knocks down the Bucks free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Rand, count it.
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Booker against Bain. Booker the pass to Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. And there's the drive. Money!
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Guys, your thoughts?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And stolen by Booker. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued.
a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, BA, it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Inside. Pass to Towns. To the paint. Clock at 6. And stolen by Paul. And here's the fast break. Now here's Bridges. Left side Johnson. And here's Paul. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And we're about a minute into the first. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And Edwards, here we go. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Towns for 3. They get it back. The kick out to Edwards. Goes up again. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Edwards against Booker. From deep, Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Just over a minute and a half in. Russell, the pass to Towns. Shoots over Bridges. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Paul. Fires the 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
You know, Paul loves to operate in the lane, and he's extremely good at it, but he also understands the value of stretching the defense.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Gobert. Here's Towns. McDaniels passes to Towns. To the inside. McDaniels can't hit. The Suns have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Here's Ayton. Back to Johnson. The 3. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Down low. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Booker for 3. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Now here's Russell. Towns a screen on Paul. Russell the pass to Towns. Ayton with the defensive effort.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
McDaniels with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. On the break. For 3. Booker. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Towns for 3. McDaniels against Bridges. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes down.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Suns leading. Here's Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Edwards finds Gobert. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker from outside the arc. Russell with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Now Gobert. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Suns on top, up 8. And we'll get...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Paul. Back to Bridges. Here's Booker. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the stifle towel?
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even...
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Well, Phoenix is shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Edwards against Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Edwards can't hit. And it's Phoenix's ball. 6-point game. Booker finds Bridges. Outside for Booker. The shot, no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Towns for 3, and he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
If Towns gets a good look at the 3, you feel like it's going in.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Booker fires from way outside. Kept alive. No good. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Russell to pass to Towns. Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. Stolen by Ayton. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 5 now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Russell. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Towns passes to Russell. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ayton. Bridges down low. McDaniels covering.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Booker.
2 minutes.
Looking to end this cold spell. Johnson passes to Booker. No good on the three.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Russell against Bridges. Gobert passes to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Booker against Edwards. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker attacking, and he gets the bucket. Booker's got 8 points.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
With the drive, McDaniels from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Paul passes to Booker. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First team foul.
And he drops the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Russell, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Here's Booker. Out to Bridges. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. For 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. He's got 9.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Stolen by Bridges. The clock runs out, and we are...
Your Suns, 27. The Timberwolves, 21.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs. He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Phoenix calls timeout. McDaniels against Bridges. Here's Johnson. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And another shot. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting an average of 43% for the floor. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Ball passes to Bridges. McDaniels with some nice D.
Even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And that one falls for Towns.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. The shot misses. Ooh, excellent D there from Aiden. Booker with it. Towns covering. Here's a 3 from Paul. He buries it from 3. Paul's got 8.
That's a good decision right there to get Paul the ball. He made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. Here's Booker. He's got 12. The kick out to Paul. Bridges, right side. Stolen by Russell. Here he goes. Here's Towns. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup. 12 points for him.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
Paul passes to Johnson. The kick out to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul.
That one's off.
At the line for your Suns, Devin.
And he's good on the second. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Edwards finds Gobert. Back to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Bridges with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Russell against Aiden. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Johnson inside, working on McDaniels. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. They're running. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Aiden. Over Towns. And Aiden gets it to go.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
The kick out to Edwards. Towns for 3. It's tipped. Here's Paul. Banked it in off the glass. And it's a 12-point Phoenix lead.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
McDaniels, a screen on Johnson. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Edwards. And Aiden pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Phoenix.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Paul against Russell. Back to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Russell. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, you look at Russell, and the green light is always on from there for him, and he shoots it with confidence.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Booker. Outside McDaniels. And so it's Phoenix in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been in total control. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the court for Minnesota, Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. Down low, here's McDaniels. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It's kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
And it's in there. Booker's got 9 points now in the second half.
It's tough to contain Booker on the catch and shoot because of his smooth, quick release. Impressive.
McDaniels passes to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. Shot clock at 6. The three from Russell. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix the other way now. Right side Paul. Back to Booker. Stolen by Russell. And they're running. Stolen by Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. And Gobert with a block. They get it back. Outside for Booker. To the paint. Over to the left wing. And there's Paul. That one's good. On the assist by Ayton.
Always one of the league's most accurate jump shooters. Chris Paul can flat out knock him down.
McDaniels finds Edwards. And they double up Edwards. And stolen by Paul. And now the Suns fast break. Crafty move. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. Russell with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And the layup is good off the glass.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Johnson a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. Over Russell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Stolen by Russell. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Towns. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Paul with it. Bridges outside. Into the lane. Yes, it's good. And the Suns lead by 18.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Booker. And they'll get another chance. Ayton. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And Minnesota has possession. Russell to pass to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Paul. Inside. Oh, and the jam by 8.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Suns.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
He gets it in there. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
To the left side wing. Gobert finds Towns. Picked by Gobert. Stolen by Booker. Outside Paul. Intercepted. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
It's Bridges on the wing. That three's off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Towns with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Towns against Johnson to the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Towns.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant with the ball. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Now here's Morant. And he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell kicks to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Back to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Morant passes to Adams. Morant looking around. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Now here's Jackson. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Now Morant. Over Towns. Brooks dishes to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Adams' shot is good.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
And then Morant slams it in.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Gobert, shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Morant passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now here's Towns. Gobert with a screen on Adams. Towns finds Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and to finish.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to play, he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Towns wide open. Buries it from 3-point range.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. There's the drive. Gobert trying to get open.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Stolen by McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Screen by McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. But Timberwolves on top of 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one. Attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing, and you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Outside, Russell. McDaniels kicks to Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Grizzlies trail by 6. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
What a night for John Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And Morant throws it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
That one goes in.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Gobert with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards kicks to Russell. Adams against Gobert. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
In a league of huge guys, Gobert's size stands out, helps him absorb contact.
Down low and stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
On the wing, Jackson launches it. Good and nice assist from Morant.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Towns. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Morant with it, picked up by Edwards. Morant against Edwards. On the wing, Bane. Puts up a three. Brooks finds Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got 10 points in the quarter.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Back to Russell. Gobert with a screen for Towns. Gobert the pass to Russell. He feeds it to Towns. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Morant kicks to Bane. Passes it to Jackson. Reverses. Out to Morant. Here he goes. And they recover it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And another shot.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 16 seconds left in the first half. Russell against Morant. It's Russell with the drive. And it's good for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, he made it!
He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
Wow. How about that shot?
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
That first half looked like a dunk contest. Next tape was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
And the rejection by Jackson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Brooks finds Morant. Up and in on the layup. That's 23 points for Ja Morant.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Oh, that's offensive interference. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Out to Brooks. Morant against Russell. And they'll get another chance. Here's Bane. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Edwards passes to Russell. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Russell's got 8 points. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Gobert dishes to Towns.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And Towns drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
From down low. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Adams.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Nice move. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Morant missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. The kick out to Towns. Adams gets a hand on it. Outside, Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Offensive rebound. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down to 7 on the bucket from Adams.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Morant against Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. And so Russell hits them both. 1:43 left to play in the third. The Grizzlies shooting at 50% in a decent group. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Edwards passes to Towns. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Bank shot, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
Bain kicks to Morant. Back to Bain. Brooks finds Bain. Rebound, Minnesota.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with it. Jackson, a screen on Russell. Outside for Jackson. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Memphis trailing here. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Edwards against Bain. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 24 points.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score. And then even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Russell kicks to Towns. Back to Russell. Inside, and Towns throws it down.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
And he slams it down right on top of Cole Anthony Towns.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Morant. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Creativity at its best, but scoreboard points are worth more than style points.
Russell passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And he sinks the second. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside, Russell. Right wing. McDaniels with the ball. Jackson and the dunk by Towns.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen.
Oh, and look at the elevation.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. And they double up Morant. And there's the pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson a screen on Russell. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Edwards trying to get open, and Russell gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Morant. Jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And Towns throws it down.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
1:29 left in the 4th quarter. Brooks finds Morant. Back to Brooks. Top of the key, Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
He's able to hit the second one, and that turns the lead to 6.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Back to Russell. Out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Can't get it to fall. And for Memphis, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Finished off by Edwards.
Credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
There's 39 seconds left in the game. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Morant. Oh!
Yes. This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Russell kicks to Towns. Out to Russell. Back to Towns. Takes the three. They get it again. Russell passes to Towns. Here's Gobert. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Morant outside. Off target. And so Minnesota takes the win. They came in here and took. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith.
really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brett.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt.
Wow. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Left side, Johnson. Driving to the basket. Pass to Aiden. And Aiden with the stuff.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jared Culver.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Adams. Back to Brooks. Outside for Morant. Jackson on the wing. Outside Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Paul. And Aiden pulls it down. Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Adams goes back up. And it's good on the layup.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Here's Booker. Pass to Johnson. Brooks comes with a double team. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Over Paul. Here's Adams. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Brooks outside. Morant with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Just 3 to shoot. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Offline with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a...
Oh, my goodness! A big finish right there!
Awesome. The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Adams with a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Chris Paul.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
Memphis trailing here. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Here's Morant going inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
For three, Booker drains the triple. Booker's got 18.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's a three from Paul. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 so far. Here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. Outside Paul. Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Bain, the pass to Morant. Back to Bain. He got it off in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Devin Booker. He's feeling it. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. An open look for Booker. Nails the wide open jumper. Booker's got 20 points.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
Here's Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Booker with it. Checked by Brooks. The putback. Adams grabs the miss. Well, Memphis shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
That shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Adams. Brooks with it. And here's Morant. He's guarded by Paul. And it's Morant missing.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
There's Jackson with the 3. Good. And the setup by Morant.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Booker's shot is good.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Launches it. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Oh, deflected. From deep, Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bridges passes to Ayton. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Pass to Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The game goes on Chris Paul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And Morant drops them both. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in. The drive by Morant. Hauled in by Paul.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
1:44 left to play in the first half. Booker's shot is good.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry. Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? And when you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Three-pointer. And Chris Paul clears it away. The Suns have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. He launched that one from way outside. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
From the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Oh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Booker's got 41. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant finds Adams. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. 1 second left. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
Your Grizzlies, 24. The Suns, 43.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Booker. And it's good for 2. Booker's got 43 points.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. This one for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Well, the Suns' shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Johnson with a bucket.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And here's Morant outside. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Booker with it. He's picked up by Adams. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Pulls it from 20. Booker can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
The shot's good. Morant's got 21 points in the game.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
The kick out to Johnson. Paul passes to Johnson. Drew on the 14-footer.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Pass to Adams. Morant against Paul. Takes a turnaround, Jay. They get it back. Outside Bane. Jackson on the wing. Here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. And Morant gets double teamed. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Bridges. From deep, Johnson. Uncovered. Another one falls for Phoenix.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Shooting for Phoenix, Devin Booker.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Fades away. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, he just establishes position and stands firm. That's how you earn your rebound, with strong, solid technique.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for Memphis.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Booker fires from way outside. Brooks with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Brooks. Outside Bane. Here's Jackson. Outside Bane. Shoots over Paul. And too long on the shot. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Back to Adams. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. The fadeaway. Tries yet again. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Memphis with the ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He misses the free throw. He does not get the second one.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Here's Ayton. Lays it up and banks it in. Ayton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, was peripheral vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. He takes it in. Outside for Brooks. The three ball. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Well, the Suns shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Paul can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bane. On the wing, Bane. Shoots over Booker. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That free throw no good.
At the line for Memphis, Desmond Bain. At the line.
And the second free throw is good. Phoenix dominating the game. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one's good.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Booker no good. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Right side, Morant. Morant with the slam!
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
So it's Phoenix now. Outside Johnson. The three. He's off on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the paint. Tipped. Going all the way to the rack. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Booker. To the left wing. Paul for three. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Bane knocks it down from distance. Bane's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Johnson. There's the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Steven Adams. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Paul passes to Booker. Three-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And it's Morant off the drive. Ooh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And Morant drops them both. 1:58 left in the fourth. Bane against Booker. Good! That's another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. From deep, Bane. Pass to Morant. And there's the drive. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back.
Hard work on the glass gives them back the ball, and they get to milk a little clock here.
And another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
That's an instinctual scoring play from Devin Booker.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
This was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Phoenix dominating the game. 26 seconds left in the game. The kick out to Johnson. And he drives in. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Morant outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Bridges left side. Offline. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Two of the top big men in the league going head-to-head.
Kevin, these are two teams that try to get their centers as many touches as possible. They are the axis upon which these offenses rotate, and how much the defense can guard that entry pass will be a key tonight.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And chance shot. Here's Gobert. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Towns. Passes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Bridges, no one around him. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Back to Russell. Edwards against Booker. Out to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
The pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Going inside. Minnesota with the rebound. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league. And you know he is lethal from deep. Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Okay, he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
And we can feel that one all the way over here. Bridges shot good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And finished off by McDaniel. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Timberwolves passing it around. And it's Russell in the corner. Gobert trying to get open. And Russell with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Kicks it out to Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to Bridges. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
Both good from the line that time.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Now here's Towns. Back to Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown three-point shooter.
Ayton dishes to Johnson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to Johnson. You can't get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Phoenix. Towns, no luck.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Driving in. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Booker. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. McDaniels passes to Edwards. A floater, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Booker fires from way outside. And the Suns miss again. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Timberwolves lead by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Booker. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Here's Bridges. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bridges has got 9.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Here's Gobert. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton. And stolen by Russell. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And stolen by Ayton.
Great defensive anticipation there. Waited until the ball was exposed on the crossover and then poked it loose.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Now, here is Russell. Devin Booker missing his last shot.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Booker and the rejection by Towns. To Gobert, and stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. Now defended by Gobert. Lets it go with a 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
And here's Booker after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. From downtown, Booker no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Towns is a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Booker finds Johnson. The 3-ball. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards drives in. He dishes it to Gobert. It's tipped and stolen by Booker. Gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 for the 4 this game.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. The feed to Towns. Out the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Towns has got the lead back up to 6 now for Minnesota. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Booker. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but threw the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
Both free throws good from Booker.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Knocked away. Bridges with the steal. Booker outside. .56 seconds left to play in the first half. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 12.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
The kick out to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Towns. Gobert's got his 2nd basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches a 3. It's stolen by Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Edwards looking it over. Towns for 3. Here's Booker. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. All right, Dave, thank you. And second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Coming in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
You can see the wide variety of ways that Karl-Anthony Towns can put points on the board. There isn't an aspect of the offensive end of the floor that he doesn't do well.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Count that 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Johnson.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now, here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Screen by McDaniel. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker outside. Takes it inside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And here is McDaniel. He feeds it to Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Johnson, and McDaniels with the block. They recover it, and Ayton throws it down. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. To the inside, Bridges with the steal. Suns have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
It's his first trip to the line. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Now, Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Edwards inside. He's guarded by Booker. They grab their own miss. McDaniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Here is Russell. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Edwards passes to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. From deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. A terrific move by Johnson to score. And it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 1:03 left to play here in the 3rd. Bridges outside. On the wing, Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Paul kicks to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 9 points for Johnson.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. He gets that one. Paul's got 6.
I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Edwards. It's tipped. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Edwards with it. Bridges covering. Towns dishes to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 6 assists in the game.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
And Ayton throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Gobert can't hit. Suns leading by 6. Johnson kicks to Booker. To the middle, here's Bridges, and the layup's good off the glass.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Timberwolves passing it around. Towns for 3. The shot off that time, and Phoenix the other way now. Booker the pass to Bridges. Drives to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
And Gobert kicks to Towns. Some solid defense from Ayton. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Outside Edwards. Looking to end the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Johnson and the slam dunk by Johnson.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards passes to Gobert. The shot. The 7-footer falls.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
For 3, Edwards. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Count the basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And here's Phoenix. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Johnson from the arc. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Paul, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, what a strong take on the N1. Chris Paul understands with a level of toughness, you can make things happen.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Phoenix leading by 23. Paul goes in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Johnson outside. Bridges inside. McDaniels defending. And there's Bridges on the assist by Johnson.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, just tremendous range already. What a floor spacer Booker is at such a tender young age.
Edwards, that's good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Gobert pulls it in. Outside Edwards from deep three-point range, and another 3 for Minnesota.
And so many teams now look to establish the plan to set up everything else.
No doubt it's
their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Clark is out there with Brooks. And it's Jackson in at the 5 spot.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Pass to Edwards. Driving the lane. And the rejection by Clark. Towns kicks to McDaniels. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
And it's Morant missing. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Back to Gobert. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Morant nails the 16-footer.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Russell. Out to Edwards. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his 2nd season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had to reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, he showed everybody that he could start over.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
Both free throws good from Morant. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Russell dishes to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Bane against Edwards. Just 3 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Gobert, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards passes to Towns. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant outside. Clark outside. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5.
Oh, man.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Russell against Morant. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. With the crossover, rips it home after the terrific move.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Towns. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
1:04 left to play in the first. Morant kicks to Clark. Back to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clark the pass to Morant. Payton for three. Rebound Minnesota.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Stolen by Brooks. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. And it's Morant missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Edwards drops them both. Here's Morant. 10 points for him. Gobert pulls it in. Now here's McDaniels. Brooks covering. Here's Russell. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Timberwolves?
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the three, the small forward. That's the five to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Morant against Russell. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Towns kicks to Gobert. Knocked loose. Morant with the steal. Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Gobert, no good. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Here's Jackson. Clark outside. Back to Brooks. The three. Rebound Minnesota.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
That one is no good.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Passes it to Clark. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Memphis leading. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. On the wing, Bane. Morant with it. Working on McDaniels. Can't throw down the reverse jam. Edwards inside. Guarded by Bane. Edwards passes to Russell. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Clark. Outside, Bane. Towns with the steal. Into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Morant kicks to Clark. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer. Brooks has got 5.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Edwards looking it over and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
76% from the line a season ago.
Edwards finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jackson against Edwards. Back to Russell. Out to Edwards. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Gobert. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Grizzlies have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
And how about the assertiveness from Morant, wasting no time firing. Love his approach.
A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Gobert with the block. And they recover it. And the shot goes in. Timberwolves trail by 11. And the pass to Towns. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Morant.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step.
21. The Grizzlies first.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Morant in at the point guard.
First team foul.
Morant passes to Bane. And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Memphis. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is kept back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Rudy Gobert. Here's Morant. And it in.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And Gobert kicks to Russell. Gobert with the screen on Jackson. The fader. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. Gobert's got 7 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
It's stolen by Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Jackson against Gobert. Towns sets the pick for Gobert. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
It's stolen by Gobert. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Edwards drives in.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And Edwards drops them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. And Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Nice move. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And finished off by Morant.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Edwards with the stuff.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Morant.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
And Morant throws it down.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Morant. And they get it back. And here's Brooks from outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Right side, Edwards. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Bain. It's stolen by Edwards. By himself. Edwards with the stuff.
Well, that's Edwards on both ends. First the D with the steal. Then he's able to finish off the break solo.
Here's Morant. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to Russell for the lead. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. And Morant gets it to go.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Russell passes to Gobert. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. And that's now 9 points for Rudy Gobert. Morant kicks to Bain. for three. And it's Morant missing. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's a... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant right side. Payne for 3. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Russell. A second chance effort. And a beautiful finish by Edwards.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Morant.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Out to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. McDaniels defending. Jackson dishes to Morant. Clark with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Edwards. That one misses. Some solid defense from Clark. Morant kicks to Clark. Outside, Payne. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing. Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
That's how you get your teammates fired up.
Russell against Morant. Driving to the basket. And then Morant slams it in.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
And that one drops.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good move in that crucial moment. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Oh, that was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that.
Back to Edwards. Pulls up from the corner. No good off the front iron. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Over to the left wing. Morant passes to Payne. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. Go ahead to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And the second free throw drops, and it's a 7-point game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The Grizzlies with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. .131 left in the fourth quarter. Morant looking around. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Out left to the wing. McDaniels finds Edwards. Now Gobert. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks from outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Russell, no good. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. John Morant grabs the rebound. The Grizzlies on offense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Beyond the arc. Edwards can't hit. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're leading by 8. Morant against Russell. On the wing, Brooks. Drills the three-pointer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
That one is off.
15. Shooting from Memphis. Brandon.
No good on the second free throw. And he misses all 3. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark.